name's Josh Hillis, and I'm 40 years old. I live in Denver, Colorado. I still do a little bit of personal training, but I'm mostly a fitness rider. I'd injured my wrist working on 80-pound military presses, and I had a really bad dropping with my left, and something snapped in my wrist. And I realized that I can do push-ups with push-up handles, but I can't get that flexion to do a push-up on the ground. And so that's what led me to Parallettes. I was like, maybe if I bought some Parallettes. I was looking at these YouTube videos of beginner p-bar workouts. I couldn't do any of the beginner p-bar workouts. Nothing worked until I downloaded the GMB guide. And I did one workout and I was like, that's it. I went online and bought P1 and then dove right in. The first workout I did was impossible. It was more than hard. It was impossible. And then by the end of the month, I'd be able to do it all. Beginning of every month, I'd be like, this is impossible. And then a week in, I'd realize, okay, I actually was set up for this. Okay, this is actually all coming together and I do have the base to make this work. Every month, I got to have this experience of going from what impossible thing am I gonna get to do at the end of this month? We started to combine things that's so cool. Like jumping into an L-sit. I love really smart periodization. And I love being able to look at the flow from conditioning to skills to combinations to flow. And all those combinations were really good. But there was something that was really cool about being able to jump and control that stop into an L-sit that felt oh wow, I'm getting some control. This is some fun strength. It was that kind of stuff was all really cool. So I'd been kind of rebuilding my life 5 different ways, right? I was trying to get my health back together. So between training in the morning, the evening, and working from home and stuff like that, all summer long, I'd take my Parallettes to the park. It was here's this self-care thing I do where I go and I'd be in the park. P1 was the first thing in at least a decade that I did for me, for fun. It took me 9 months to get the bent arm stance. Every step, really, every time I got a little bit more of a stall on jumping up into it was amazing. It was such a fun, cool, challenging skill. And I have the feeling that all the other stuff inside the program made a difference for it also. That it wasn't just the stuff that was very obviously bent arm stance stuff. But I've never been particularly coordinated. So historically, in my life, I was always last picked at everything. I was not, even at kettlebell certifications, they're man, you've got a lot of heart because you've got no coordination. So to be able to pick stuff up quickly, that's really new. That's really, really, really new. And so that's cool. Right now, I'm going back to school and I'm running my business, and working out feels like my me time. It feels sometimes it actually feels almost really self-indulgent. I get to spend this time that's just about working on this skill, you know? It's just for fun. It just puts me back together, and man, do I always feel better after I train. It really freaked me out to not do other things. You know, I dropped my own kettlebell practice and I stopped deadlifting, and I just did the program as it was written. I had a couple missteps where I tried to add stuff to it and I tried to get smart, and that didn't work. Every time I stuck to the program, it went really, really, really well. I would let people know that P1's enough by itself. It's also a lot. It's it's a lot by itself. It's a lot of work. If those skills look like they're fun things to do, it's really, I think it's also really smart to focus on them for a while.